how can you practice going slow so that that slow becomes smooth and that smooth becomes fast? Hi, and welcome to Helping You Perform. I'm your host, Paul Teasdale. Over a career working with high-performing teams from across the globe, including 7 years working with Formula One team McLaren, I've learned a lot about what it takes to drive results. In this weekly podcast series, I'm going to be bringing you tips, tricks and insights from the world of Formula One that you can apply for your organisation for your own high performance. Enjoy. Hi everybody, and welcome to another episode of Helping You Perform, where I bring my tips, tricks, insights and stories from the world of Formula One and beyond to help you accelerate your own performance. I hope you enjoyed last week's episode 64, where I talked about the third of those 3 ingredients to high performance as I see them. Now this is all about applying the tools. So you've got to have the right things in the first place, you've got to have great stories to engage your people, but you've got to be able to apply the tools. And that's a critical element. So if you haven't listened to that, go back and listen to that episode, listen to all 3, and find out that recipe for success for high performance for whatever your situation is. Now, this week's episode, I'm reflecting on something that I heard is a new phrase to me, but maybe I think I might make a little series of short, sharp phrases that really encapsulate high performance in certain circumstances, particularly as I've heard them in F1. But this one actually was one where the quote itself doesn't come from F1, but I saw it in application so much in that world. And that quote is, "Slow is smooth and smooth is fast." Now, I first came across this quote through a friend of mine, Clark Dodd, who is an operational excellence practitioner, and I'll leave his contact details in the show notes here. So if you want to look up the great work he does, go ahead and check him out. But it's not a quote from him. It's actually a quote from the Special Forces, and I believe the Navy SEALs, and those elite high-performance environments where they talk about the importance of practicing slow in order to operate fast. Now, when I saw this in the world of F1, and you can watch this as well, on a race weekend, watch how in the early stages, those sort of Friday and Saturday sort of qualifying pieces, if they ever show the teams practicing for a pit stop, they're not practicing at 100% pace. Most of the time, they're actually practicing at walking pace. And you'll often see this in the likes of bobsleighers, for instance. You see them practicing what they're doing. They're visualizing what's going on, but they're not doing it at the rush speed and the sort of reactionary speed that they need to do in that high performance moment. Because what they need to do is deeply understand what is needed in that moment. And there's some great research from Stanford University, I believe, that showed that people who deeply understood a topic, not just superficially and understood what they needed to do in order to answer some questions. Those who deeply understood the topic continually outperformed those who didn't. So taking the time to go slow, to go deep, to understand the situation that you're in, and to understand what is it that I need to practice. What do I need to practice? Maybe it's a sales pitch. Maybe it's a presentation that you're looking to do, either for some investment, or maybe to your exec team or something along those lines. But whatever it is, how can you practice going slow so that that slow becomes smooth and that smooth becomes fast? Not that you have to say things at pace and deliver at pace, but so that you are delivering at performance, at that high performance mode. And that might be at speed for you, but it also might be another situation where it's actually at a really high level of performance. So you can think about this for yourself. What does this quote mean to me in my situation? When I'm thinking about go slow and slow is smooth, so that smooth becomes fast. I think this can be something really powerful, and I'd love to hear your thoughts as to how you could apply that or have seen that being applied in your world. So please do get in touch, drop a comment through whatever channel you're listening to this, or go to my LinkedIn page, contact me there and drop me a note and let me know how you're doing and what you're doing with these things. So as I say, I might make this into a little series where I'll think about some of the other quotes and nuances and the phrases that I've heard along the way that encapsulate high performance, because this is what it's all about. If you can get that into your head as to this is high performance somewhere else, I can adapt what they've done, adopt it for my own, and accelerate my own performance. So get out there, go slow, go smooth in order to go fast, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Helping You Perform podcast. If you found value in this episode, please take a moment to like, share, or review the podcast. You can reach out to me at any time, either through LinkedIn or through my website at www.paulteasdale.co.uk. I look forward to speaking to you in the next episode.